consider the type of the SDD. Okay. So there are two type of the attributes I told. One is synthesized attribute, other one is inherited attribute. Synthesized attributes are the attribute whose value depends on the value of their child nodes or itself. Inherited attributes are the attribute whose value depends on the value of the sibling nodes or a value of the parent node or by itself. So now you got the difference between the synthesized attribute and an inherited attribute. Now based on that one, there are two type of the SDD you can have. So one is an S attributed SDD, other one is an L attributed SDD. As the name indicate here, S attributed SDD is an syntax directed definition grammar. So where all the attributes are the synthesized attributes. There are no inherited attributes are there in this SDD. That is called as an S attributed SDD. Now come to the L attributed SDD. It is a mixed attributed SDD where you will have a combination of both synthesized attribute as well as an inherited attribute. So that is the difference between S attributed and an L attributed SDD. Got it? S attributed SDD is a grammar. It is a grammar, in context free grammar, where the values are associated with the grammar symbol and the rules are associated with each of the production, and all the attributes of all the grammar symbols are synthesized attributes. So that is an S attributed SDD. Now we will take one example of such an S attributed SDD. So this is an example for an S attributed SDD. So this is an example of an expression like you can have an L is equal to 3 star 4 plus 6, something like this, which ends with the end marker N. If you don't want to keep the end marker as a N, if you want to keep it as a dollar, so this is replaced with a dollar. So N here, it is nothing but the end marker. That's it. Okay. If you don't want to keep with the N, you can replace it with a dollar, which is the end of your expression. So, and this is your given expression. Whatever I am evaluating, that will be an assigned to the variable N. So, and this is the grammar what you are having. So here, what is your L dot value? It is nothing but the E dot value. What is your E dot value? Again, it depends on the value of their child nodes. E dot value and T dot value. And what is E dot value here? Again, it depends on the value of its child node. E dot value is T dot value. Same way for all the non-terminal, values are depends on the values of their child node. It is very simple. So S attributed SDD, writing S attributed SDD is very simple. So for all non-terminal, their attribute depends on the attribute value of their child nodes. So, and finally come to this F determine digit. So here F dot value, what is that F dot value? Is depend upon the digit dot value. What is the digit dot value? It is nothing but the lexical value what you are sending, like 3 or 4 or 6, what you are sending through the lexical analysis phase. So that is the value, that is what you are assigning to the F dot value. Once if I assign to the F the value 3, then that value 3 will be an assigned to the T and that will be an assigned to the E. Like that it will move. Okay. So this is an example of an S attributed SDD. Okay, one more thing here, that is called as a concept of an annotated parse tree. Annotated parse tree. What do you mean by an annotated parse tree? An annotated parse tree is a parse tree. It is a parse tree. It is a parse tree. All of you know that how to construct the parse tree. It is a parse tree with the attribute values. Just it is a parse tree with an attribute value. That is called as an annotated parse tree. That is called as an annotated parse tree. So now let us construct an annotated parse tree for using this S attributed SDD for some expression. For some given expression, we will use this S attributed SDD and we will construct the annotated parse tree. Got it? What is annotated parse tree? It is a parse tree with the attribute values for all the internal nodes. So that is called as an annotated parse tree. Now I'll use the same grammar in order to construct the parse tree. Now you will construct the annotated parse tree for the expression 3 star 5 plus 4 ended with n or ended with a dollar. Anything you can consider. So we will start with L, determine what? E dollar. We will start with this. Start like this. It takes too much of space towards left. L determine E dollar. Then E determine E plus T. E determine E plus T. Then this E determine T. Then T determine T star F. Then T determine F. Then F determine digit. F determine digit. This side T determine F. F determine digit. Okay. This is the parse tree. Normal parse tree. Now I wanted to construct what? Annotated parse tree. So in order to construct annotated parse tree, along with the parse tree, we need to write what is the attribute value associated with each of the node. So what is this? Digit dot value. It is nothing but not simple value. It is what? Lexical value. Digit dot lexical value. Digit dot lexical value. Then F dot val. T dot val. F dot val. F dot T dot value. T dot value. Value. Okay. Now, what is this digit dot value? It is nothing but the 3. It is nothing but the 3. So now, what is this F dot value? 3. What is this T dot value? 3. Okay. What is this digit dot value? It is how much? 5. It is 5. It is 3. F dot value 5. Now 5 star 3, that is 15. That is T dot value. Here it is how much? 4. Here it is 4. Same thing. 4. What is E dot value? 15. So it is how much? 19. So this is 19. So this is an annotated parse tree which we have constructed for this particular expression, which will ends with an dollar by using what? By using the S attributed SDD. So go through that grammar, the previous what I wrote. So whenever F determine digit, what is the action associated with this? F dot value is equal to the lexical value what we are passing. So that's why it is 3. So whenever there is an production, T determine F, what is T dot value? It is nothing but a F dot value. So that's why I have assigned the same thing. I am performing the action associated or the rules associated with each of the production. So whenever I am using this particular production, whatever the action or the rule associated with that production, I am applying that one. So here what is this? T dot value is equal to an T dot value star F dot value. Okay, whenever I am applying this particular production, I am executing the rule that is associated with that. What is that rule associated with this particular production? It is nothing but the value of the T is nothing but a T value multiplied with the F value. That is nothing but your final T value. So that is what. So whenever I am applying any of the particular production, whatever the action associated with that particular production, we are applying here and we are finding out the attribute value. Getting my point? Whenever I am applying this particular production, T determine F. What is the action associated with T determine F? T dot value is equal to F dot value. That is what I am doing. What F dot value, I am assigning it to the T dot value. So whenever any production I am using, whatever the corresponding action is there, that action I am performing, or that action will be applied over there in order to find out the attribute value. So that is about an annotated parse tree. So that's about your S attributed STD. So it is an STD where all the attributes are a synthesized attribute. Next session I will start with the L attributed STD. Okay, and few more examples are there in textbook also and in the notes also. Go through that.